Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the hosts here, and today I am going to be updating you with everything to do with Bitcoin because, as I'm sure you are aware, Bitcoin has had another slight push towards the downside after sort of last night having a push towards the upside. And yeah, I'm going to talk about why this has happened and where we can sort of expect the price to go from here. Because as you know, if you've been following the channel, you will know that I'm currently in a short position, and I will show you that short position in a moment after we look at the charts. But I am in a short position, and I do expect lower could could be made for Bitcoin. Okay, I do still think that lower can be made. On the medium to long term as well, looking at potentially breaking below $15,500, that low that we made, I think that's a possibility. But in the shorter term as well, I still think lower is possible right now, and we are going to look at the charts and figure out why that is as well. So before we get in, please make sure you smash a like on this video, and we will jump straight on into the charts. So jumping straight on into Bitcoin, okay, what we can see is that as of last night, we did have a push towards the upside. However, this morning we've seen the price pull back to where we started sort of yesterday when we were live yesterday as well. Okay, so what am I expecting from the price here? Okay, well, what we can actually see is that Bitcoin is at support. Okay, Bitcoin is at support right here. So between this white line right here and this white line right here, between 23,459 and then 23,967, we do have support coming in. Okay, we do have support, and this is what's holding the price up right now. And this is what was holding the price up here and what was holding the price up here as well. Okay, reason being is because previously these two levels, okay, even if we come all the way back here as well, we've used these levels as resistance right here. Okay, resistance, okay, resistance right here. So it's just one big resistance area that we're looking at. Okay, and we've broken that towards the upside. Okay, what does that mean? Well, previous resistance always turns into support. Okay, and we can see this. Okay, we can see that support is being held right here. Now, for me, if the support is broken, okay, the next target that I'm looking at is 22,220. 22,287. Sorry, getting muddled up here. But yeah, if we break this low, okay, of 23,495. Okay, if we break this level right here, I would expect the price to come down to the previous range low at $22,287. Okay, that's my that's my theory, and that's what will most likely happen if we do break 23,459. Okay, and that's why I've still got this short position open, because there is a possibility, and there is also other indications telling me that the price could move lower as well, and we will look at them in a second. But for the bullish scenario, okay, the bullish scenario, if we can continue to hold the support, okay, then without a doubt, there is a high chance that we are going to go up back up to $25,211. That is a pretty high, there's a high possibility that that could happen if support is held. Okay, so right now we need to figure out, is this support going to be held, or is this support going to be broken towards the downside? And that's what I'm going to help you understand, okay, in today's video. And we're going to look at other charts as well to sort of help us understand where the price could be going as well. Okay, so right now the price is holding the support, but if support is broken, we could come down to $22,287. Okay, I am just going to show you that short position. I did actually post it on Akeshi. Good morning to you too. Good to see you here. I am going to just show you that trade. I did actually post it on Twitter. So if I bring up the Twitter page right here, make sure you give us a follow over on Twitter as well. I'm posting updates on there for you as well as and when I can. But yeah, I can't always come live, so I will post updates on Twitter as well. As you can see here, I'm posting updates on the shorts that I have opened as well. So as you can see, we did enter a short at $24,730. Okay, I was telling you that I was entering into a short position. Okay, on last Friday's live stream, I was telling you, okay, that I was entering into a short position. Okay, on Sunday as well, I was telling you that I was adding to that short position. Okay, and then I was telling you that I was looking for an entry of $25,200. Unfortunately, I missed that for myself because I wasn't at my computer, and I forgot to put a limit order in. But I was telling you that's what I was looking for. Okay, $25,200 was hit and exceeded slightly. Okay, and then we saw the price pull back from there. Okay. So we entered into that short position. I told you before I entered the short position, and I told you whilst I was in that short position that it was still a possibility to enter into that short position. Okay, and as we can see, okay, this morning, the trade has been doing really, really well. Okay, currently around 20% in a profit. When I took this photo, it was 20. Well, when I posted this, sorry, it was in 23.47% in a profit. Okay, but right now the price is doing exactly what I expected. And yeah, we're going to see if this is going to continue. Okay, is this price towards the downside going to continue? Okay, Pat Murray, I can see you want to know that as well. Are we going down or up? Well, I'm going to talk about that right now. Erwi, is that right? Greetings from South Africa. Good to see you here. Good to see people from all across the world coming and watching these live streams. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Now, what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to bring up, you'll have to bear with me slightly. I don't have my two screens set up at this moment in time. So what I'm going to do is bring up the DXY right here. Okay, here we go. So the DXY is going to help us understand where the price is going to most likely go in the short term, the medium term, and the long term. And what we can see right now is that the DXY has continued to push towards the upside. Okay, this is very bearish for Bitcoin. We know this because the DXY and Bitcoin are inversely correlated. When the DXY goes up, Bitcoin goes down. Okay, when the DXY goes down, Bitcoin goes up. And what we've seen is the DXY continuously go up after finding support at this major support level down here. Okay, now what we're seeing is that the DXY is once again testing this major resistance. Okay, we broke towards the downside, tested it a few times as resistance, and then got that big rejection. Okay, we're once again testing it as resistance. Okay, and that was after the break towards the downside. But previously, we've used it as major support and major resistance here. Okay, so this is the next major level on the DXY, and we are currently testing it. Okay. So because it's major resistance, there is a high possibility that we could get a rejection from here. Okay, yes, that is a very, that's a very possible scenario. However, you've got to look at all the scenarios. Okay, and the next scenario is that the price breaks above this resistance, which would be incredibly bearish for the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so we need to understand this. Okay, we need to understand what the DXY is doing because it does have a big impact on the price of Bitcoin. And what the DXY is doing right now is actually pushing up into this resistance level. Okay, we've literally tapped it. Okay. Now it looks as though we're getting a slight rejection from it, which is to be, it's understandable that we are going to get a slight rejection from here, even if we do break above it, okay, because it is a major resistance level. Now, because the DXY has been pushing towards the upside, that is why we've seen Bitcoin pull back, okay. That's the reason we're seeing Bitcoin have this pullback. And this is why, I was telling you I'm entering into this short position, okay? Because we broke above this resistance level right here, this horizontal white line. It was previous support, okay? Even coming back here as well, resistance, support here as well, okay? So it has been a previous major level or semi-major level as well, okay, resistance and support, okay, and we've broken above that, okay, and I did say if we broke above that, we're most likely coming to this major level here, which is going to be bearish for the price of Bitcoin, and we've seen that, okay, we've seen the bearish price action happen, we've seen that pullback. Now, if the DXY is going to continue this push towards the upside, then we're most likely going to see Bitcoin continue towards the downside, and this is why I still have a bit of my short position open, okay. What I did with that short position is I took profit as support. If you've been following the channel, you will know that I told you I was taking profit at support, okay, because we could see a bounce, okay, and that's exactly what happened. We've seen a slight bounce, but again, the price had come back down to where it was before. But yeah, it's always good to take profit. But what have I done? I've left 50% of the capital left within the trade to see whether or not, okay, we can move lower, okay, because I'm still expecting lower because this DXY still looks like it wants to continue to push towards the upside. So I've left 50% left in the trade. I moved my stop loss to entry, okay, taking all of the risk out, okay. I've already taken 50% profit. I'm happy with that, okay. Now I don't want to turn this winning trade into a losing trade, so what I do is, taking the profit, as I said, and then moving that stop loss to entry, okay. Now there's no possible way that this trade can lose, okay, no way, okay. And all it can do is either make me more money, okay, or I could lose the profit that I have left in that trade, okay. But I'm just going to let that run. If it hits the stop loss, fair enough, okay. I've already taken a bit of profit. Okay, if it continues to print me money, then that is great. Okay, if it continues to print, that is great for us. Okay, but yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just waiting to see whether this DXY can break towards the upside, okay, of this resistance, and if it does, we're most likely going to see much lower for Bitcoin. Okay, so we do just have to be very, very aware of this. Now there is a slight bullish indication coming in, but again, it could be invalidated quite quickly. Okay, right now we're seeing a slight rejection from this major resistance. Okay, but again, it can be invalidated. As in we come up and we break this resistance here. So if we break this resistance, Bitcoin's going down. If we can get a rejection, Bitcoin is going to go up. Okay, so the DXY is going to give us a really good understanding. And if anything happens on the DXY, of course, I'm going to update you as soon as I can. Okay. But moving quickly on to the ES, okay. If you don't know what the ES is, it's the S&P 500 E-mini futures, and what we can currently see is that the ES is holding support right here, okay, and having a slight bounce off of support. Now this is bullish, okay. If we can continue to hold this support and continue to bounce, that would be very bullish for the ES, but also very bullish for Bitcoin, because we know that the traditional markets and the crypto markets are very correlated, okay. When the traditional markets go down, we most likely see Bitcoin go down as well. Okay, when we see the traditional markets go up, majority of the time Bitcoin goes up with it as well. Okay, they are still very much correlated. And what we can see is on this ES, we have a support level. Okay, we have this first test of the support here, second test here, and now we are having that third test of the support. And as you can see, we are having a slight bounce. However, there is that possibility that we could break towards the downside. Okay, if this DXY is going to continue to push towards the upside, okay, there's a very, very high chance, okay, almost definite, okay, that the S&P 500 is going to break towards the downside, okay, and if that is the case, all hell is going to break loose for Bitcoin, not literally, but we're going to have another leg towards the downside, okay, so we need to be aware of that, okay. We're at critical levels right now. The DXY is going to break this resistance, okay. ES is going to go down, Bitcoin is going to go down with it as well. Okay, ES is going to break support, Bitcoin is going to break support. Okay, and we're going to see Bitcoin move lower. Okay, and I would expect the price to come down to around $21,400, where we can reevaluate. Oh, sorry, 22,289 approximately. Okay, where if we break that towards the downside, then we would most likely go to $21,400. Okay, and at those two support levels, I will reevaluate. I'll see, is the market still looking bearish, or is the market looking like it could be flipping bullish again? Okay, and pushing towards the upside. Okay, we will reevaluate once we get there. Okay. But right now, I am sat more in the bearish scenario, just because we're seeing this DXY push, okay, coming into resistance. As you can see here, if it breaks resistance, very, very bad for Bitcoin. And we're seeing the ES as well, at support, okay. If it breaks the support, it's not going to be good for Bitcoin, okay. Other reasons why I'm slightly bearish. Let's have a quick look at the comments quickly. Easy peasy, I miss Ben. Yeah, Ben is currently working on other stuff at the moment, so hopefully he can come back soon. But yeah, he's doing sort of stuff in the background, and yeah, he's doing other stuff at the moment, but hopefully we can get him back soon. DXY on daily is coming to 100 and 200 EMA resistance, and ES seems to have found support for now. Exactly, yeah. To be honest, I haven't looked at the 100 and 200 EMA on the daily for the DXY, but again, resistance. I've shown you here. It's coming into resistance right here, and if it breaks that again, if it breaks the 100 and 200 EMA, then it's most likely going to continue to push towards the upside. Okay, ES, as you said, has found support as of now. Okay, but we do just have to be aware that support can be broken. Okay, and if support is broken, then it's going lower. Okay, most likely going to come down to 3,931. Okay, where we do have major support coming in there as well. Okay, which major support is good news. Because hopefully we can hold that support, but it's bad news if we break towards the downside, because it's a major level. If we break a major level, we're most likely going down to the next major level. Might see Bitcoin push a bit higher, trap the late longs, swing failure, then go low. Yeah, that's always a possibility. And I will just touch a bit more on Bitcoin as well. So let me just share the Bitcoin screen once again. Let's have a look. Quickly. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin daily. Let's go and have a look at the Bitcoin daily quickly, okay? Because the Bitcoin daily is giving me sort of that real understanding of where the price could be going, okay? And yeah, we've got the Bitcoin daily here. We've got resistance coming in. Okay, so from the previous bear market rally, okay, the high was 207 dollars on this chart. Okay, 211 on another chart. Of course, different exchanges are going to have different prices, but on this chart, let's just call it $25,200 was a high. Okay, we've tapped it. Okay, we tapped it and we exceeded that amount slightly. Okay, obviously, grabbing the liquidity from there, so, slight swing of failure pattern, and that's why we're getting this pullback. But initially, what we're looking at is $25,200 being major resistance. Okay, and you can see we tapped it 3 times. Okay, each time we got a rejection from it again. Okay, from the previous high to the swing low. Okay, previous swing high to swing low. Okay, we have this golden pocket coming in. That's coming in confluence with this horizontal level. We've got resistance there as well. As you can see, we're getting rejected from it as of right now. Okay, what else is coming in as well? Okay, what else? We've got this bearish divergence. Higher highs on the price action chart, lower lows on the RSI. Okay, textbook bearish divergence. Okay, this is signaling that a pullback is most likely in play, and this is what we're seeing. Okay, we're seeing the start of this pullback. Now, whether or not this pullback is going to continue, we don't know as of yet. It's all going to be dependent on what the DXY does. Okay, if the DXY breaks resistance, this pullback is most likely going to come, and we're going to have a pretty harsh pullback, I would say. Okay, but if the DXY can get rejected from resistance, as in the DXY comes down, then that's going to be bullish, and we could actually break these resistance levels for Bitcoin. Okay, and this is why I'm saying, you've got to take all of your risk out of trading. Okay, once you're in a profit, okay, like I am, okay, I'm in a nice profit, around 23% in a profit. Okay, what you want to do is take risk out of it. So you take profit, okay, 23%. Okay, take some nice profit off the table. I've taken 50% off. Okay, and now I've moved my stop loss to entry, and I'm letting the rest of the 50% run. Okay, if it hits the stop loss, that's fine. I've already taken my profit. Okay, but okay, if it continues to print, that is great. Okay, that is great for us. So that's what I'm currently doing right now. I'm just waiting. Okay, I came live. Okay, I came live when I was before I was entering the trade and telling you that I'm entering the trade. Okay, and then I was live when the second entry was there as well. Okay, I told you that I was entering this trade. Okay, and I've done exactly what I said. I've proven it to you as well over on Twitter. I've shown you that I've entered this trade and that it's in a 23% in a profit. Okay, and now I've just taken all the risk out of it. This is what you've got to do. Okay, so right now I'm not too worried about where the price goes. Okay, if the price decides to flip on us and decides to push towards the upside, that's fine. We reevaluate, okay, and we flip. Okay, we flip our strategy, and we change how we're looking at the market. Okay, right now I'm looking at the market being very bearish. Okay, but okay, there is a possibility that it could flip bullish. Okay, because once again, DXY is at resistance. If it gets rejected from resistance, okay, Bitcoin could flip bullish. Okay, same with the ES. ES is at support. Okay, the ES can flip bullish if it's holding that support and the DXY gets rejected. Okay, because we could bounce off those support levels. Okay, so we just got to have a good understanding of what the market is doing right now. And over the past few days, okay, over the course of this week, sorry, let's say, okay, Bitcoin has been bearish, and I've been telling you it's been bearish because DXY has been pushing, okay, ES has been pulling back, okay, and that has fed into the crypto market as well. We've seen Bitcoin pull back. Okay, now what we need to understand is this going to continue? Okay, and it can continue if Bitcoin can break DXY can break resistance. If it breaks resistance, this pullback is going to continue. Okay, so that's what we need to understand. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. I hope that's given you an understanding of what the market is currently doing. The market is pulling back right now because that DXY is pushing. Okay, right now we're at critical levels, and of course, if anything happens, you will be the first people to know about it. I will come live and update you with everything as such. If the DXY breaks resistance, or if the DXY gets rejected from resistance, ES holds support or breaks support, I'll go through all of this, and of course, that's going to lead into where the price of Bitcoin is going to go. Okay, right now I'm sat more on the line of the price is going to pull back. Okay, because DXY is continuing to push, but that could change. Okay, And of course, if anything changes, I will come live and update you with that. So, yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for watching this live stream. If you found this content useful, please make sure you smash a like on this video. Really helps me out, really helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring the trades that I bring you and the content that I bring you as well. And yeah, subscribe, turn that bell notification on as well if you are new. And as always, I will see you in the next live stream, whether that's today or tomorrow. I don't know. Just waiting to see whether the price does something. So make sure you smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Thank you very much, guys.